because back in 2007, when Leah was living in Spain, unbeknownst to me, Leighton was living in London. Leah informed me that she was going to have a little holiday in Morocco at a surf camp. And I thought, well, that's just wonderful. She's very adventurous and she's breaking into this new world. And so she left for Morocco, and we heard nothing for quite a long time. And this is back in the day when Leah had an emergency credit card that was only for emergencies, personal emergencies. And so as I was monitoring the credit card, a charge popped up from a very expensive hotel on the coast of Morocco. It was not anywhere near where the surf camp was. So I can assure you that this relationship began in a very passionate way. And I think it's only fair that I'm paying for dinner tonight, and I paid for the hotel where it started in the first place. On a serious note, I think it's really it's impossible to prepare yourself for the idea of giving away your daughter, which I think is an antiquated idea. Leah left long ago, and the role of a parent, I think we would all agree, all the parents out here, is to produce happy, successful, well-adjusted children. And sitting here tonight, in terms of looking at the broad scope of life, I see new friends. I see my oldest friends. I see my mother, who's going to be 90 years old this next year. Close family members. A cousin who I traveled with 40 years ago. Everywhere I look, I see old friends or new friends. I see people from New Zealand that I've never met before that we drank tequila yesterday together. I shouldn't mention you, Mark, because you wouldn't drink enough with me, but everybody has been so delightful. And, you know, Alex, I met Alex yesterday. Everybody wanted to know if you wear underwear underneath the kilts. He had underwear on yesterday. I could see the panty line, so I'm assuming it's going to be the same tonight. And Joss and Mike are having dinner with us tonight, and they are spending a week with us skiing in Sun Valley. So either by the end of next week, there's going to be a real quick divorce, or the family's going to be very, very close together. It's going to be a good thing. Anyway, getting back to the theme of children and the cycles of life, and particularly this cycle of life. To me, it's so moving to see Leah so happy. And I've never seen her so happy, and I've never seen her so enriched by the emotional environment and the intellectual environment that Leighton provides. And Leighton, I'm going to say this to you, that you have been so good for her in so many ways. She loves you very, very deeply, and that has been the case for a long time. And your influence on my daughter has made her a much happier person, a much more active person. And I'm very, very thankful that you're her husband, and I'm very thankful that you're now a member of our family, and my heart goes out to you, and I wish you nothing but love and success, and wish that your dreams come true. And as for my daughter, oh God, I was hoping you'd cry. I'm going to talk about Leah just for a minute. I don't know how much time. Are you Adam? Are you monitoring this? 20 more minutes. It's going to be a lot quicker than that. When Leah was a young girl, she was a delightful kid, but she was a little timid. And new circumstances really threw her off. And we would go on vacation, either skiing or go to amusement parks or ranches. And Leah's way of dealing with the anxiety of whatever the anxiety was to first get a headache and then begin to vomit. Which is why it didn't surprise me tonight when I went when they were preparing and she was in the bathroom. No, she was peeing. Sorry. In fact, Lauren and Ryan, I understand. I'm not cut off already. Lauren and Ryan would begin to celebrate our coming together for another vacation by demanding another barfarama, as they called it. And when we called, where's Lauren? Lauren's over here. Here's Ryan here, and there's Lauren over there. We asked, what do you remember about Leah when we're putting together these talks? They both said barfarama, right? I mean, that's the most important thing that really happened in their childhood. But I'm going to brag on Leah for a minute, in the sense that she, this timid girl, has become, I think, a complete human being. 33-year-old as complete as you can be at 33. You have to be our age to be really complete.
Oh,
you're here, right? Thank you. I look for the gray hair and expect some support. But she's had professional success. She's just been asked to take a new position at her school. She is an athlete. She's an expert skier. She just got her deep water diving certificate. She runs half marathons. There's something else. She's a cyclist. So Leighton has turned her into a jock, which I think is a good thing. But to see you evolve into this confident person who has lived in the world the way you have, seeing your guest book and see all the places that you've been and all the places that you've shared together is only an indication of what's going to happen in the future. And I want to close by one of the most painful memories I have of my. I don't know why I wouldn't close with a painful memory, but to me.
Go ahead.
You can work on it.
You can work on it. Thank you. Steve's a psychologist. He's going to. I'll be on a couch before the evening's over. Hopefully with Paula, not Steve. Anyway, Leah, I'm going to take you back to Barcelona. And Leah was traveling on her own for a couple of months in Europe. And she was supposed to be having the time of her life, and we'd get constant emails about how unhappy she was and how lonely she was. So we met in Barcelona. We spent 5 or 6 days in Barcelona touring and doing the history and museums and Sagrada Familia and eating and drinking. And the morning we left, it was a dark, cold morning in Barcelona at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and Paula and I were being picked up to go on our flight. And I looked up to our room, and there was a balcony on the room. And Leah was standing on the balcony sobbing, and we were crying. And that's what, as a parent, I could just feel her loneliness and her pain, and I thought I wanted to go help her and to save her from how she was feeling. But I recognized that's growth, and I recognized that the path that she has taken has been so courageous. And she's found in herself both the love for Leighton and the zest for life that brings her to the point she is right now. And so this is a hell of a long toast. A toast of the Turvets, how much we love them and how much we're happy for their future success.
Here, here.